You know what time it is?
Form factors.
Time.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Saminator Form Factors episode. I'm not sure what number it is now of episode, but we're getting towards 10. Today we're going to talk about the days between runs in which I've backed horses, and I've found a significant pattern of probably what I didn't expect to find when I first started recording these results. So I'm going to get up a trusty old Saminator graph, and you can see that the profit on turnover on one of the days since last run categories is way clear of the rest. It's also got the highest win strike rate, and that is actually 28 plus days, which let's talk about logically why. And with this 28 plus days category, it's not actually taking into account the horses that are first up. So the way I figured that out is go on Racing Australia, the horse's most recent form, if there's an X in their most recent run, it means they're coming back from a spell. So they don't go into these results. It's all just horses that are second up or beyond into these days since last run results. So typically we're looking at 4 to 8 weeks between runs. So a good old fashioned let up. I'm going to talk about why I love the let up, why it's working for me, and how it's working for me. So I'm going to bring up some points logically of why I think the profit on turnover is so high for a horse that's 4 to 8 weeks between runs. So I'll start with the horse itself, the freshness factor. I think that a horse that's fresh and has residual fitness can show its best performance. Like I said last week about horses third up, they can show their peak performance. I think horses fresh with residual fitness can show one of their best performances they've ever shown. And it's different from first up horses, because first up horses can be underestimated by the market because they're unfit, whereas horses coming off a let up usually already have the residual fitness and can put in a bold performance. And by having over a month off, it can give trainers the best possible chance of conditioning the horse in the best way possible and finding the exact right race to target the horse in. And I know you're probably thinking, well, Saminator, you've said many times before that horses that are maybe 2 weeks in between runs are also good to be looked at because, you know, that means they're going well, they're progressing well, and they've come off their last run well. I still believe that. And if we look at that graph again, let's bring up that graph again, you'll see that the win strike rate is pretty much the same for horses 8 to 14 days between runs and 28 plus days between runs. But the profit on turnover on 28 plus days is way higher than 8 to 14. So not only is 28 plus days as good, if not better, than 8 to 14 days in between runs in terms of chances of winning, but also chances of finding value in the market are sky high. Because typically horses 2 weeks between runs are sort of overbet in the market because the market sort of knows what this horse is going to do. That's the main reason why I think the profit on turnover is higher in 28 plus days between runs horses. When a horse is 8 to 14 days in between runs, you sort of know their level, know their mark, know that they're going to show somewhere near their best performance. Because with 28 plus days horses, you might not know. There's a bit of uncertainty in the marketplace. You might have had a horse that has changed stables. You might have had a horse that has had a drastic gear change, a quiet trial or a very good trial. That can add a bit of uncertainty into how they're going to go on race day. And so far from the system that I use that comes out as a potential bet, it's working for 28 plus days horses. So I'm going to give you 2 examples of recent horses on Saturday meetings that I've had units on 28 plus days in between runs. So most recently, I'm pretty sure it was at Randwick, Quantum Cat. I know a lot of you already know that it's a hard horse to catch, but I remember saying in that preview that 28 plus days or 4 weeks in between runs, I think might do the trick with this horse. And in my head, I was thinking Chris Waller's been able to take a step back with this horse and just say, how can I get you to win? Because you never win, you're a cat. And he's 4 weeks in between runs, as assessed his options, gone, yep, this is the right thing for us to do. We're going to give him a little bit of time off. He can have some freshness in his legs. And boom, he wins by a length. And the last one is Jolly Star in the Kingsman Smith Cup. It had no right to win that race anyway, but it did. It was 28 plus days in between runs from an all-age stakes, had that residual fitness, had that freshness in the legs, which was able to get it over the line there. There's been plenty more of 28 plus days in between runs winners that I've tipped, but they've come on non-Saturday meetings. So I won't give an example of any of them because you probably wouldn't have heard of them before, but Jolly Star and Quantum Cat I'm sure you've heard of. So that's going to do it, guys, for the 28 plus days in between runs episode. Let me know what you think of horses off a bit of a let up and if you want to be with them or against them. Thanks everyone again for watching. We're nearing the finale of Saminator's Form Factors. I don't know when it will be yet, but it's coming up soon. Thanks everyone again for watching, and until next video, bye for now.